What's up YouTube? Thank you for tuning into my video blog. My name is Sebastian, and on today's video I will be showing you how to make an excellent looking video blog using your DSLR camera. Okay, first things first, there is a really good chance that your DSLR camera has an auto lighting or lighting optimizer that you need to find and turn off. You can do this in the settings. What this does, it adjusts the lighting so that everything remains bright on screen. But what happens is just all the surrounding colors and lighting get adjusted during the video and it all changes, so you really lose consistency in your video. Next thing you need to do is turn off the auto gain. Now this might be a little tricky on some DSLR cameras. You may need to download an aftermarket software that will allow you to do this, but once you do that, it's going to keep the audio very consistently. Whether I speak really softly or I speak really loud, you're going to get the same consistent sound coming out of your video. Alright, now that we've got these little teeny technicalities out of the way, let's move on. Most important point, number one, lights and sound. You want to make sure that you have enough light so that it erases any of the shades on your face or under your chin. And you also want to make sure that you got decent sound to pick up what you're saying without having a bunch of noise in the background. So I'll show you here. I've got 4 light bulbs equivalent to 800 watts. They're set up on 2 light stands with umbrellas to soften the light. On my camera, I've got a Canon T2i and I've got a Rode microphone that's just plugs right into it, and that will automatically pick up the sound just as if I didn't have the microphone on there. The only difference is that it's gonna erase a lot of that ambiance noise that would be around me, just in my house, the reflection of my voice off the walls. If I have my fan on or whatever, it'll erase all of that. Point number 2 that you need to pay attention to is your white balance. You want to make sure that everything is the right color that it's supposed to be. And with the white balance on your camera, you can adjust it to that. So when you turn all your lights on and you have your whole setup going as if you were going to shoot, get a white sheet of paper, point it right in front of the camera, take a picture of it, and then go into custom white balance on your camera and it'll automatically adjust itself to that color to make sure that white is white and green is green. Important point number 3, frame rate and shutter speed. If you're doing a video blog, I would suggest that you use a frame rate of 24 or 25 frames per second, and to match that you would use a shutter speed of 48 to 50 or anything that's close in that range. So the idea is that when you're shooting with a frame rate of say 24, 25 or 30, you want to times that by 2 to find out what your shutter speed is going to be. Like that you're going to get a really smooth, realistic looking image instead of something that's really sharp and choppy and just too smooth, artificial. Important point number 4, aperture and ISO. When you're making a video blog, you want to be able to move freely in front of your camera and always remain in focus. So if you use a really big aperture, you're not going to achieve that. You're gonna fall out of focus when you come back. It might even get to the point that the tip of your nose is in focus, but the ears are all blurry. The way you fix this is by using a smaller aperture. I usually use an f-stop of 8.0 or 9.0. The disadvantages of this are that a lot of the light in my image isn't able to make it into the camera. I get a really dark video, but I adjust this by adjusting my ISO. By adjusting my ISO to 800 or 1200, I am able to have enough light going in to give me a really light video. And since it's just a video blog, I'm not too worried about noise. And important note number 5, using B-roll. B-roll was something that I just learned about, and essentially it's images and video clips of things that you're talking about in your video blog. It doesn't really take that much longer to do, and it makes your video blog that much more interesting. So the rule of thumb here is do not let any frame go more than 20 seconds. That's the absolute limit, and don't overdoing it by going anything under than 10 seconds. If this video was at all helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or comments to help me with my own videos, I would appreciate it. Leave me some comments below. And if you want to stay tuned for more videos, I make 2 or 3, sometimes 4 videos a week. Hit the subscribe button and I will see you guys later. Peace.